evening and welcome to Pre Crimewatch UK. Tonight on Pre Crimewatch UK, we start with a shocking pre-crime in North London. Sophie, a yoga teacher from Islington, was sat at home when a click of the letterbox changed her life forever. It's just an average day for me. I'd done the school run and I'd come home, sorted some laundry, and then made myself a cup of tea. I sat down and put on the radio to listen to my favourite show on LBC, James O'Brien. Just relaxing, really.
This is LBC from Global, leading Britain's conversation with James O'Brien.
Then I heard the click of the letterbox and I thought that was very strange because I'd already received my mail earlier that morning, and also I have a no junk mail sign on my door. I was really confused, so I went to have a look. I saw a leaflet on my doormat, and at that moment, everything changed for me. I was so shocked. I just went into a complete panic. I knew that I had to go and get my children immediately. I jumped in my car and all I could think about was holding my children, keeping them safe from far-right adjacent propaganda. Were they at school with far-right adjacent families? Were they teachers far-right adjacent? I knew I had to get to them, and I'm very ashamed to say that in my panic, I forgot to pay my ULEZ charge. For that, I'm so sorry. I was driving and worrying and not noticing that I was speeding. And then the roundabout just came out of nowhere. Absolutely shocking. Now, in the studio with me, we have the investigating officer, Detective Sanjeev Patel. Detective, what can you tell us about this case? And of course, how is Sophie?
She's recovering slowly. Luckily, she only walked away with a broken leg from the crash. The council is pursuing her for damages to the roundabout. Combined with the failure to pay the ULEZ charge and the speeding ticket she got for doing 50 in a 20-mile-an-hour zone, the consequences have been devastating for her. But we do have a team of liaison officers working with her to get her through this.
What can you tell us about the leaflet that was posted through the letterbox?
As you can see, there's a lot of far-right adjacent propaganda on this leaflet. They talk about stopping the boats, which is anti-boat rhetoric. They're talking about cheaper energy, which we think promotes the use of fossil fuels, and that obviously contributes to climate change. They also talk about zero waiting lists, which we think could mean preferential treatment for people born in the UK and obviously discriminate against guests in the country. We also have statements like higher wages, which may offend people on lower wages, and the obviously racist freeze immigration statement. Combined with the union flag, this could potentially bring in far-right adjacent government at the next election, making it a very serious pre-crime.
That's absolutely terrifying. I noticed that there are photographs of Nigel Farage on the leaflet.
Yes, we do. We do have two photos of Nigel on the leaflet. In this one, he's posing quite aggressively, as you can see. And in this one, he's smiling and showing his teeth at the person looking at the leaflet.
Yeah, so he's almost snarling mockingly at the person holding the leaflet. It's terrifying.
You can see why Sophie reacted the way she did.
Absolutely. And I understand that we now have a photo fit of somebody seen in the area that you want to talk to. Can we put that up on the screen, please?
Yes, an eyewitness saw someone who looked far right adjacent about 5 miles away from Sophie's address. They were presumed to be male, between 20 to 80 years old, 3'1" to 6'7", and wearing clothes.
Well, this has been an absolutely horrendous ordeal for Sophie, and the wider implications for the elections in her local area just cannot be stressed enough. So if you can help, call the studio on 0891 50 50 50, and you can also watch the reconstruction again over on our website. Next, a horrible hate crime. Have a look at this. It's terrifying, I know. This problematic face covering was used in a bank robbery in Macclesfield. Now, we are not concerned about the robbery. These things happen. But we are worried about the potential harm and distress this offensive face covering could have caused if it was mistaken for someone blackfacing. Help us bring this insensitive, black-facing racist to justice.